So welcome back to my channel guys. Here today I am going to explain about the seismic resistant building design. So what is a seismic resistant building? Building that is designed to resist earthquake waves are known as seismic resistant buildings. Why do we need a seismic resistant building? We need a seismic resistant building to control and reduce the extent of a damage of a particular building to increase the durability of that building. So, coming to seismic analysis. Seismic analysis is one of the most important analysis that we have to do on a building structure. So, seismic analysis are divided into two types, that is static analysis and dynamic analysis. So static analysis is once again classified into linear static analysis and non-linear static analysis. Coming to dynamic analysis, it is further classified into linear dynamic analysis and non-linear dynamic analysis. So dynamic analysis. In this project, we are going to deal only with the dynamic analysis. So dynamic analysis, as we have already said, that it is classified into linear dynamic analysis and non-linear dynamic analysis. Linear dynamic analysis is also called as response spectrum method, whereas non-linear dynamic analysis is called as time history analysis. So let us learn about response spectrum method. It is the method of determining the maximum response of a building subjected to specified earthquake motion. So the maximum response is plotted against the undamped natural period. Why do we need a response spectrum method? We need a response spectrum method to determine the peak seismic response of a building and to find the accurate results for structural design applications. So, coming to time history analysis is required to perform any dynamic analysis of a building. In the time history analysis, the structural response of buildings such as displacement, acceleration, or base shear is observed with respect to available ground motion records. Coming to the need of the time history analysis, we need time history analysis to better and for the better understanding of a structural response for given time history data of an earthquake, and when the ground motion records are non-linear, and to determine the seismic response of a building subjected to dynamic loading. So let us begin. So now open the project that we have done in the previous video. Here we are going to apply the seismic loads on this particular building right now. So here it is in the lock mode, so unlock the model. Now for the application of seismic loads, just go to define and click on load patterns. Here I have already assigned the seismic loads. So to check the seismic loads, once again we will go to modify lateral loads. So we need the we need to keep the direction both in x direction and y direction. Here, coming to seismic coefficients, the seismic coefficients are taken as per IS code 1893 2000. So coming to seismic zone factor, just go to page number 5 in the code book. There will be a diagram. So as we are considering the Bangalore as the region, the Bangalore will come under zone 2 of seismic zones. So now go to table number 2, clause number 6.4.2. Here the Z is 0.1. So keep it as 0.1. Now the site type. Coming to site type, go to figure number 2 in the IS code, and here we will be assuming it as medium soil. So the site type will be of 2. So keep it as 2. Now coming to importance factor. Importance factor depends upon the functional use of a structure. Go to table number 6, clause 6.4.2. So I is given here as 1. Be sure that here it is program calculated. Now response reduction factor. So for response reduction, go to table 7 in the IS code, it is ordinary moment resisting frame OMRF. Here it is 3, so we'll keep it as 3. Now click on OK. Click on OK. Be sure that here in this load patterns, the wind load is deleted because we don't need the wind load here now. Okay, so click on OK now. Now the assigning of the wind load. Now let's go to define and load combinations. So as you can see, the seismic and dead loads have already been in these combinations. So there is no need of adding a new combo or a default design combo. So click on OK. Now let's run the analysis. Before running the analysis, go to analyze and set load cases to run. As here we can see that only the live, dead and seismic load should be in the run option. In my case, I don't have the wind load. If you have a wind load, select the wind load and click on run do not run case. Be sure that the wind load is not running in the analysis. So just click. Now go to analyze and just run the analysis. So here you can see the deformed shape of the building. So the application of the seismic load has been done. So go to design, concrete frame design, view revise references. Be sure that this is IS 456 2000. Click on OK. Once again click on design. Now go to concrete frame design and start the design check. So here it is, checking the design. So the design check has been done. So let's zoom in here little bit more. So you can see the properties of the beams and columns here. To check the properties, click on any beam or column you want. Just left click on, you can see the details of a beam as we have selected here a beam. So you can check the every detail you need, flexural details and shear details also. So now click on OK. So now go to design, concrete frame design and click on verify all members passed. So as you can see, all concrete frames passed the design check. So the building is safe for the seismic loads. Now for the reports, go to Model Explorer at the leftmost corner of your screen. Click on reports, click on summary report, double click on it. So here the summary of the project has been, summary report you can see. So now we will look after the response spectrum method. So go to define now, go to functions and response spectrum method. Now, so before defining the response spectrum method, you must see that the seismic load has been assigned to this project. So as we have already assigned the seismic load, to check that just go to load cases and see that the seismic load is present. Now go to define, go to functions and response spectrum. So here choose the function type as IS 1893-2000 and click on add new function. So give the name as response. After giving this as a response, the seismic zone factor. The seismic zone factor is 1, as we have already mentioned before in this particular video. Soil type is 2, and for the function damping ratio is 0.05. Now click on OK. Okay. Now go to options and click on display units. We are now going to check the units of the acceleration here. So just check the units of the acceleration. So check for acceleration. You can see the acceleration are in mm. Units are in mm. So now go to define, go to load cases, now click on add new case. Keep the new load case name as response. And keeping it as response. Now the load case type as response spectrum. Now click here on add. The load type will be of acceleration. The load name is u1, means it is in the x direction, and the function will be of response. Now coming for scale factor. Here the scale factor formula is been given. You can see the scale calculation of the scale factor, and the value of the scale factor is as below, 1633.5. So as shown in it, we will keep the scale factor as 1 1663.5. So add another one. Here the load name will be u2, means the acceleration acting in the y direction. So again keep the function as response, and the scale factor will be again kept as 1663.5. Now response load case has been assigned. Now click on OK. Go to analyze, go to set load cases to run. As you don't need the live load and the dead load to run here, just select the live load and dead load as do not run. Now click on OK. Now go to Analyze again and click on Run Analysis. So you can see the deformed shape of the building. To Design and click on Concrete. Start Design Check. So if you get this kind of a dialog box, click on Yes. It means that 7 concrete beams need another iteration of a design check and it needs to run the analysis. So we just click Yes. Do the same process until you get the all members passed option. So here the analysis is done, it's completed, and so you can see that the design check has been completed. So go to Design, Concrete Frame Design, click on Verify All Members Passed. You can see all concrete frames have passed the design check. So this is the response spectrum method. Here now it's time for time history analysis as the response spectrum method has been completed. Now let's do the time history function. So go to define and go to load patterns, check that the seismic load is there. Here you can see that the seismic load is present. Now click on OK. Okay, here in this time history analysis, we are not considering the acceleration or the forces in the y direction. So go to load patterns, click on the seismic and modify the lateral load. So remove here the y direction. We will be considering only in the x direction. These all will be the same as before. Click on OK. Click on OK again. So now go to define, go to functions and time history. Keep it as from user, from file, because we are going to consider a record of a earthquake that has occurred in 2001. So now add new function, keep the name as time, browse. So here it is the example time history data. So click on OK. Just to explain these three factors, how to assign these three factors, I will explain you by viewing this file. Just click on view file. So you can see this is the line number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need to skip 9 header lines. Remember that we need to skip 9 header lines. So the header lines we need to skip is 9. And number of points per line is kept as 1. So everything has been done. So now be sure that this is a fixed format for format type. Okay, so click on OK now. We will need to set now, as you can see, okay, modify. Here the name has been not changed. So let us change the name now. So change the name again to time. Okay. So you can see the name has been changed to time. Click on OK now. Now go to define. Go to load cases. Now delete the response spectrum because we don't need here. So delete the case. Delete case. So add new case. Here the name will be as time. The load case type will be of time history and click on add. The load type would be of acceleration. Remember that the time history analysis is done only in X direction. So there is no need of U2 as we have done in response spectrum method. So keep it as time function. So for the scale factor again, so here it is the scale factor formula and the value of the scale factor. Keep the value as 1663.5. So click on OK again. Now it's OK. Now you need to run the analysis. Just go on analyze, set load cases to run. Be sure that that load and live load are in the do not run option. Time seismic should be under the run. So click on run now. So you can see the deformed shape of the building here. So after getting the deformed shape, for any forces or design, you can go to just display or and go to force stresses diagrams and you can see the shear force or the moments. To see the shear, just click on apply. You can see the shear forces. You can see the moments also as well. Okay, now go to design, concrete frame design, and so as I have said before, if you get this tab, just click on yes. It will again uh, perform analysis and design check. So, so you can see the building has passed the design check. Now just click on concrete frame design and verify all members passed. As you can see, the all concrete frames has passed the design check even for the time history analysis. So for the reports, go to the Model Explorer at the leftmost end of your screen, click on reports. Just click on project report for the complete report of a building that you are doing. So here we can see the project report. Thanks for watching everyone, and please drop a like and please subscribe to my channel.